see that? I'm supposed to learn music theory with that. That's complete nonsense. That is just... Wait a minute. Wait a minute. You see it? Oh, wow. Today, we're talking about chords. Yes, we're talking about these chords. And the cool thing is that I have no idea what they're called. You don't need to. Just follow the master scale. That's what we're going to talk about. Let's get started. Hello. My name is David Wallerman. Welcome to this channel, which is all about helping guitar players around the world find their unique voice on the instrument to tell their own personal musical story. And today we are revisiting a popular topic on the channel. We're talking about chords, but we're talking about different kinds of chords. Typically, when guitar players learn the instrument, they go through maybe a chord book and they start learning chords. All right, this is an A dominant 7. I can add a 13th to that. Maybe I can add a 9th. Something like that. And they just learn and learn and learn and learn, which is great. It helps your fingers. It helps your understanding of what to play when you're going through a book like, well, I don't have it here, like a real book, with jazz standards. It's over there on the chair. It's useful for that, but there might be a better way, and that way is to look at the starting point. The start is always a good place to start, right? And the starting point is always the scale or the key. So today we're going to work in the key of E. Why? Because, and because also I can have that E on the low E string to resonate, to attract everything I'm going to play. But you can apply this concept to anything, and I really recommend that you do. But I'm going to show you 3 different ways to play chords, extract from that E major scale different chords. We don't care about the name of the chord. We're just caring about the fact that they're extracted from that scale. So let's take a look first at that E major scale. E major scale is made of 7 notes. We got an E, that's what makes it E major. And then we have other notes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 notes in an E major scale that are repeated over and over, and because of the nature of the instrument, we can play these notes on different strings, different frets, and we can also use octaves, which is in essence the same note played an octave higher, different pitch, but those 2 notes are E's, right? You got a bunch of E's on there. But really you have 7 notes that are repeated over and over on the fretboard. So if we took a blank fretboard, which is what I did, and why I reckon you do the same, and we wrote on that blank fretboard, empty fretboard, anytime we have one of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notes, we'd have a big fretboard, right? And you can see that on the screen. Any of these notes will be part of the E major scale, whether I play them here, or here, or here. Same exact notes, and they're part of the E major scale. They should be all attracted to that E on the bass. right? Okay. That being said, now that we know this, we can play chords out of these 7 notes. A chord is 2 or more notes played at the same time. Here's a chord. That's a chord, right? Now that chord, I don't know what it is, but it didn't fit that E major scale, because the notes that I was playing, whatever the notes, if I were to analyze them, they're not part of that E major scale. So we're going to build a chord extracted from E major. And we're going to do this with some kind of rule. Now, the rule is not because this is the way it should be. The rule is just to help us understand our fretboard and have some kind of method behind the construction of these chords. Then you can mix and match and do whatever you want. But we can do something like this. Maybe we've got our big fretboard filled with notes, and we only play chords on the first 3 strings, 1, 2, 3, for example. And we can start here. These 3 notes on the 2nd fret, so I'm playing 2nd fret of strings 1, 2, 3. These 3 notes are found in E major. Right? So that is a chord that is possible. I could possibly play that chord. It's extracted from E major. If I play that in relation to my E, it's a pretty chord. Yeah, it has a function, and that function, what I mean by function is it has a role. Maybe it's a role of strength, a role of tension. It can have multiple roles, but it's part of that family, that group of notes that creates that E major scale. So I'm allowed to play this in an E major context, right? It's attracted to that. It colors that E major thing. Now, if I take these 3 notes and move each of these 1, 2, 3 notes to the next note it encounters, I'll have another chord that is also extracted from E major. Great, that's cool. And I can move each of these notes to the next note it encounters. And so forth. And basically, I'm harmonizing that scale in a unique way. I don't care about intervals. I know that everything fits my E major scale. And basically, I'm telling the listener, hey, this is what I'm playing, and I'm an E major. And if you were to join me and want to improvise, the only choice you have is E major, E Ionian. The more notes I'm giving you, the less options you have as a player. Because eventually I'm playing the 7 notes of E major, and that's all you can play. Now this, it's been heard a lot, over and over. This is a very typical way of harmonizing the major scale, but we don't have to do it that way. Now let's look at our big fretboard again, and why not this time play this? So what am I doing here? Same strings 3, 2, 1, and I'm playing frets 1, 2, 2. Am I allowed to do this? Yeah, because these notes are extracted from that E major scale played all over the fretboard. So I can do that, and I can try to find the next note. Each of these notes is going to go to the next one, and it encounters within the context of the scale. And that's the kind of chord that I have this time. On strings 3, 2, 1, I have frets 2, 4, 4. On the next one, I have frets 4, 5, 5. Then 2 frets higher to meet the next note these 3 notes encounter, and so forth. And I'm harmonizing that major scale, creating chords that are extracted from that. Now you see where I'm going here? The possibilities are really endless. You find a chord, you can't go wrong, and it's pretty much always going to work. That's the cool thing with this. There's so many things you can do with it. And if you start blending that with the scale that you're extracting these chords from, that's where the magic happens. Now we did that in E major, but you can do that in any key you want. Now, of course, I'm not going to leave you on your own. This is the concept, but you can download a free PDF on which I listed the different ideas that we covered here and a few more. And you're also getting a PDF with the 7 church modes that are uncolored, so all over the fretboard, and then they're meant for you to download and just write some chords, make up some chords and see what happens. Explore the scale and see what kind of colors come out and create something that is close to what you want to say musically. There's so many things that you can do with this. It's really cool. So how do you get this? You visit the link below. You enter your best email address so that I can send you that and so that I can also add you to my newsletter. Now, you can unsubscribe anytime you want. The newsletter is not a spam type of thing. I just send you some regular content to go further on the instrument. If you like these videos on the channel, you will love being part of the newsletter. And again, you can unsubscribe anytime. I'll also tell you about some of my paid courses every once in a while, but you get tons of free stuff as well. And I hope you do it. Check it out below. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, well, like it and share it around. Maybe a friend would benefit from this. And if you didn't, dislike it. Just let me know what you think. I love hearing from you. And if you have not subscribed yet and you liked this kind of video, you should subscribe because every week, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays is guitar lesson day here on the channel. Most of the time. Every once in a while I do other stuff, but that's really my passion. I love doing this and thank you for watching these videos. You're more and more doing so and I really appreciate your support. Hit the subscribe button and the bell so you don't miss any videos. Download the charts below. I'll see you next time. Practice well.